Hi everyone, this is going to be our final project for World Literature, and it's going to consist of me, Callie, Ashley, Brianna, Ben, and Raquel. And each of us are doing a separate vlog, and we're going to be responding to each other like Hank and John Green do to each other. So, Miss Jackson, you're going to be my Hank for the first time. So, here we go. Okay, so the question that we all decided to base our vlogs off of was, what is the relationship between stories and our identity? So, stories and our identity are something that is so fundamentally linked together that it is hard not to see the connection between them. Because whether stories are written or told, each of them is kind of like a little part of yourself. And people write stories or make stories just so that they can figure out if there are people out there like them, to see if I can relate to you or you can relate to me, and kind of not to feel alone in the world. Because, you know, most people don't want to be alone. That's just kind of lonely. And with these stories that you tell, whether they be true or false or whatnot, they kind of give off a little bit of our identity to everyone else around us, give off a kind of a little hint as to what's going on inside of our own minds. Maybe some things that we don't even know ourselves that we're thinking. For instance, in the myth of Sisyphus, the author keeps talking about him rolling a rock over and over again up a hill and then it just sliding back down again. And we can go into as much detail and analysis as we want, talking about how the rock symbolizes his fate being known, and how he knows exactly what's going to be happening no matter what, over and over again. But maybe it's not so much about Sisyphus's. Do you know what? From now on, I'm just gonna call him Mr. S. Maybe it's not Mr. S's internal reflection as to, I know what my fate is going to be and I kind of like it better than having the unknown. Maybe it's more about the author's feelings on that. This can kind of show the insecurities that the author may have, and possibly show that this ties into his identity as to one of the elements that is his personality, and some of his fears and doubts and hopes that he might have. Maybe he's hoping one day that he'll be able to be Sisyphus and rolling that rock up that hill and knowing exactly what's going to happen as time goes on, and he'll be happier than what he is now. Or maybe he's just hoping that someone out there will be in the same situation he is, or maybe in the same situation that Sisyphus is, so that they can relate and say, oh, now I get it. I understand what's going on with myself or with someone else that I may know, and it's a lot easier for me to understand and comprehend and accept of what's going on in my life or those around me. And being able to put those thoughts, or maybe some insecurities or feelings that maybe they don't even know themselves, onto paper, and to be able to put it out into the world for everyone to see, it helps them create a deeper understanding of themselves and maybe shape their identity within inside themselves a bit more, shape who they are and what they will become later on in life. So, Miss Jackson, stories are essential to us, and without them, we probably wouldn't be able to understand ourselves or other people around us in the depth that we do now. And if we continue to pass on these stories, tell them to young children, analyze them, understand them on a deeper level, then maybe we just might be able to find the answers that we've been looking for in the search for ourselves. Alrighty then, Callie, I'm gonna pass the hat off to you, and I just wanted to say, squirrel!